How important is it for the club like Aston Villa to inspire the next generation of players in this region?
It's for us, like Tommy was telling, it's for us a surprise how many media we have following us. Expected to be close with us, and of course it's because behind you are a lot of supporters as well in football and in the Premier League. Of course, to be here in Indonesia for us is something to try to identify as well how big is Premier League, Aston Villa club, how many followers we have even here, and can of course think when we are in England playing matches, we have here following us a lot of supporters, and this is as well something make proud us, make proud of it, and of course something hopefully we can give you to those 3 days something as well, and the game we are going to play on Saturday, something making sense why we are here.
Okay, thank you. The last question before we go to timing. Facing an all-star team, Indonesia all-star team can be unpredictable. So, what kind of challenge do you expect from Indonesia all-star tomorrow?
Now playing football, every teams, every coaches, every players, normally they are competing in all the level they have. I don't know exactly how it's going to be the level, but they are going to be motivated. They are going to be as well in the stadium. It's an amazing stadium. I think very, very focused to try to compete, to be close to our level, and I am going to respect them a lot.
All right. Sunglasses maybe?
Oh, okay. Lady? Okay.
Yeah.
Udah.
Hi Emery and Tyron, welcome to Indonesia. I'm Melia from Bola. My question is for Emery. Less than 2 weeks after this match, you will face PSG in a very important game. Do you see this match as an opportunity to prepare your team and test the strategies that could be key ahead of the PSG clash, or you will play more carefully to avoid any injuries? Thank you.
It's a trophy. Something very difficult to achieve, and of course we are very, very happy how we finished last season winning the European Trophy, and how we achieved the 4th position in the league as well. It's not easy to find to compete in those two competitions, being in the position we were with the trophy and for. And my experience is this challenge is the most difficult challenge. To try to be competitive consistently, to keep the level, and even with some moment was not going well, we recovered quick because the players they were responding in our command, and they themselves they were trying to identify as well. The only way is being consistent every day in the training session, preparing games, of course, all the hours we needed to prepare as better as possible they did, and now is the consequence, because the player and PSG is finishing last season, but of course being a trophy is in pre-season after less than 1 month finished the World Cup. Some players they are not going to be ready to play. The players after they played until the last matches in World Cup is very difficult because they need holidays, and I don't want to cut the holidays. And this is the reason some players they are not here. And the final against PSG is against the best team in the world, best coach in the world now. And we are going to try to compete as better as possible with the player we are now ready. We are speaking about it, the first challenge we have. Of course, it's going to be very, very important after this final how we are going to manage the season, and especially the Premier League, because it's the first objective always to try to be in the top position. And Champions League is a competition we have to enjoy, to compete. We have a very good experience 2 years ago. We played against PSG quarter final and was very fantastic. And in 2 matches we were close to have our opportunities to beat them. And this example, this experience is good for us, for myself, for the players, to believe in our capacity as well to compete in this level. And in 10 days, I think in 10, 12 days, because it's Friday, we are playing on Wednesday in 12 days. Of course, it's a special match. And we are going to try to enjoy the way, to prepare, to compete, to build our team as better as possible, even knowing and thinking we are not going to be in our best level, but maybe as well, PSG, they are going to have the same problem like us. But enjoy, and we are here, we are happy, we are, of course, very grateful in everything we are doing, and especially as well how kind are here the people, and then hopefully you can enjoy with us, you can support us, the match we're going to play against PSG.
Thank you very much, Mr. Unai Emery. The time means the Aston Villa player, the head coach Unai Emery. And also we have Tommy Jordan as the communication director from Aston Villa. Please be seated, gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the second and highly anticipated session of today's press conference. And as we know that Aston Villa Football Club are not simply visitors to Jakarta, they arrive carrying more than 150 years of history and one of the richest traditions in English football. Their honors include 7 English League titles, 7 FA Cups, 5 League Cups, the 1882 European Cup, the 1882 European Super Cup, and most recently, the 2026 UEFA Europa League Trophy. And the latest triumph represents another significant chapter in Aston Villa's return to the highest level of European football. Once again, please give a big round of applause to Aston Villa, ladies and gentlemen. Coming all the way from Birmingham City to Jakarta. Before we start our press conference,
You mentioned before that you already visited Indonesia a long time ago with Sevilla. I just want to know from your point of view as a coach, what is the kind of things that you saw from Indonesia that you want to come back again here, even with the different team? What aspect that you saw from this country? Because lately, many team came here is labeled as a legend team who is include players who are already retired. So that's a legend team, but not many. It's not a common choice for big teams, especially for team who is preparing for a new season to come to Indonesia. What aspect that you see from this country? Thank you.
First of all, because here the people are very kind with us, everybody is coming here, and then because I am identifying through you the population you have, and here how much are following the Premier League football, and of course how we are well knowing the player ourselves. We know the football. We are important people around football, and especially in England or myself in Spain, but in the football world. But as well, when we are coming here 2 hours apart from England, how many people are here following us, knowing us, writing us, wanting our signature, wanting our picture, and this is something surprised me positively, and of course makes sense why we are here.
alright. Thank you for the questions, Coach. Do you have is it possible to take more question?
Yeah, one more.
Okay, one more question. Last question.